Have you ever heard the story of the army that didn't use soldiers, but instead sent in 1,000 cats and birds to burn a city to the ground? This isn't a myth. It's the shocking true story of how Genghis Khan's Mongol Empire turned the ordinary into the unthinkable. It was the early 13th century. The Mongol war machine was an unstoppable force, sweeping across Central Asia, toppling kingdoms, and redrawing the map of the world. But one fortress city, known to Persian chroniclers as Valahai, stood defiant in northern China. Its stone walls were thick, its iron gates impenetrable. The defenders were confident. They believed not even the legendary Mongols could break through. But the Mongols weren't just warriors. They were masters of unconventional warfare. They didn't fight fair. They fought to win, by any means necessary. Leading the siege was Tolui, one of Genghis Khan's brilliant sons. He began with a simple offer sent to the city's governor: surrender, and your people will be spared. The governor boldly refused. Tolui sent another message, but this one was bizarre. He wasn't asking for gold, silver, or weapons as tribute. He demanded 1,000 cats and 10,000 swallows. The defenders inside Valahai were baffled. What could the feared Mongol horde possibly want with a collection of cats and birds? It seemed like a strange, almost laughable request. Unsure, but perhaps seeing it as an easy way to appease the invaders, they complied, gathering the animals and handing them over. They had no idea they were sealing their own fate. Once the animals were in Mongol hands, Tolui gave a chilling order. His soldiers were to tie small tufts of cotton, soaked in flammable materials like sulfur, to the tails of every single cat and bird. As darkness fell over the plains, the stage was set for one of history's most terrifying displays of psychological warfare. The soldiers lit the cotton and released the animals. Panic erupted. The terrified cats and birds, their tails ablaze, did the only thing they knew to do. They fled back home. They scrambled over the walls, flew through windows, and sought refuge in the barns, nests, and houses within the city. Within moments, chaos turned into inferno. Thatched roofs, wooden structures, and storage sheds instantly caught fire. Small sparks became roaring blazes. The entire city of Valahai was burning from the inside out. The city's defenders, who had been standing guard at the walls, were thrown into disarray. They abandoned their posts, rushing desperately to fight the hundreds of fires now consuming their homes and families. This was the moment the Mongols were waiting for. With the city's defenses in chaos and its gates unmanned, Tolui ordered the charge. The Mongol army stormed in, meeting little resistance. Before the sun rose, the impenetrable city of Valahai had fallen. This brutal, ingenious strategy wasn't just a campfire tale. It's documented in the history of the Mongols by John of Plano Carpini, one of the first Westerners to provide a first-hand account of the Mongol Empire. Persian chronicles later confirmed the event. This incident perfectly illustrates the Mongols' terrifying genius. They didn't just wield swords and arrows. They weaponized psychology, nature, and fear itself. After Valahai burned, Tolui ordered it rebuilt, under Mongol control, of course. The survivors were forced into service, a living testament to Mongol power. News of the fiery siege spread like wildfire across the region. The message was clear and horrifying. The Mongols could turn anything against even your own animals, your own homes. Many cities, hearing this tale, surrendered without a fight. They understood that resistance was futile against an enemy that could burn down civilization with nothing but fire, fear, and 1,000 frightened cats. In the end, Genghis Khan's empire wasn't just built on conquered lands, it was built on conquered minds. He proved that true power lay in showing your enemies that there is nowhere to hide. Even the most innocent things could become instruments of their destruction. Thanks for watching. If you found this story as fascinating as I did, make sure to hit that like button. And subscribe for more incredible tales from history. See you in the next video.